So yeah, that was me. I was just coming out of middle school and I had just begun to learn how to play the drums. Yeah, I sucked. But I'm so much better now than I was back then. I actually can stay on time with the song now. Thank you. You can't see them right now, but my drums are actually out of frame. They're right here. I'm sorry, this is loud. But for as long as I've played the drums, I'm thinking it's probably been about 8 years. I should be way better than I am right now. I can't be too hard on myself. I've gotten a lot better, but there was plenty of room for improvement that I guess I just haven't taken advantage of. And there's a lot of factors that contribute to my lack of improvement. Back when I first started learning how to play the drums, I didn't really understand the value of YouTube. I mean, I loved YouTube, but most of the videos that I watched were viral videos and skits that made a lot of bathroom humor, you know, middle school stuff. But there is so much content on that platform that can teach anyone literally anything in order to make them an expert in that subject, be it playing drums or cooking or carpentry or candle making. Have you ever seen candle making? It's amazing. But see, I never took advantage of that, and I still haven't, and I should. There's even a website that shows you second to second what's happening on YouTube. And let me tell you, there is a lot happening on YouTube. And we all have to wonder where all of that video is coming from. I mean, places from all around the world. Russia, China, Europe, Russia. I already said a lot. There's a lot of stuff probably coming from Russia, and a lot of it's probably illegal. And every human on this planet with an internet connection has the ability to reach one another with a drop of a hat. And because of that, we're bombarded by a plethora of information all the time, every day, so it's no wonder that I was so discouraged to not get better at the drums, because I feel like I knew and I saw too much to get better. And I'll explain what I mean later, but I love making music. I play guitar as well, I sing a little bit, I try my best to play piano, but I'm not really good at it. And I've heard so much music, and I've heard so many people do wonderful things. And I've heard so many horror stories of somebody ripping off another person's ideas or songs or sounds. But I think what I had to learn is that there shouldn't be any fear in doing something over again, because whatever I do, I'm probably going to be copying somebody. See, even the all-seeing overlords over at Apple, they stole so much from companies like IBM back in the day. And was it a bit messy? Could Steve Jobs maybe been a little bit less of a jerk? Yeah, he could have been a lot better about it. But the reason Steve Jobs is such an iconic person is because he had the ability to innovate. I mean, that goes for anything. Make a table that, you know, I mean, I've been to Pier 1 Imports before. There's like a billion types of tables. You can make your own, I don't know, innovate the table. But if you're not lazy, you should be putting work into getting better at what you're doing in the first place. See, every expert that makes you feel inferior in what you do, at one point they felt inferior themselves, and I bet you money, unless they're absolutely crazy, that they feel inferior still. But the fact that they care enough to press on and put their heart and soul into a project that they have a passion for, even if it might be slightly unoriginal or derivative in some way, that passion that they put into what they're doing is going to be the thing that is seen and noticed by the people that consume what that person creates. The YouTuber Music by Blanks is a perfect example of this, because he takes pre-existing material, but he does his own version of it. And in all of his videos, he shows his creative process. And in those videos, you can tell that he is well versed in his craft of music making. And it was a real wake-up call to me when I saw his videos. You know, I have a lot of work to do when it comes to making music in a technical aspect. Some of the most valuable players in any field are valuable in the first place because they took so much time and energy to perfecting their craft. But they also let their imagination influence their creativity. You know, again, Steve Jobs, he dreamed of a day where buttons on phones were a thing of the past. As a music example, Miles Davis blended jazz music with other forms of music that nobody else cared to do. And then Sam Panopoulos put pineapple on pizza. And if that's not innovation, I don't know what is. So I hope you would join me in taking a moment to just review what your passion project is. What's something that you want to get better at or you want to do in your life, whether it's a job or it's something on a side hobby whatever you want to get better at. I mean, even complete geniuses completely squander their abilities to do something, but the people who really work hard at what they want to do and what they want to perfect, those are the people that are a cut above everybody else. You know, we have endless resources that can turn us all into masters of something in mere months. I mean, technology has granted us a front seat to hear what the best of the best have to tell us on what it takes to be the best of the best. And then if it matters enough for you to get better at something, then when you are better, when you come to that time where you've put in the work, you should be able to show it. I mean, you're obviously passionate enough about it to work at it so hard. So don't squander the opportunity of making your creations a representation of your individuality. So watch all the YouTube videos, all of them. Don't ever think that for 1 second you can't be innovative, because that innovation is not reserved for a specific few people. Innovation is offered to everybody, but the title of innovator is only granted to those who have put enough work into showing the rest of the world that they are worthy of that title. Half of it is knowing, and there is no reason that you should not know how to do something again in this day and age, because there is such a small amount of people who are naturally so good at something that they don't really have to work at anything. The people that you see in the news, on covers of magazines, I mean, if that's your aim, and it doesn't have to be, but those people aren't there because they didn't put blood, sweat, and tears into the work, because they did. So whenever you're feeling self-doubt, just know that you're in a race with everybody else, and you can really show your stuff by putting the work into it. And thank you for listening to me rant.